And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is high. 7:56. Bonds stays alone. He is on top of the all-time home run list. What a special moment for Barry.
Alright, my name is Brandon Lear, and today I'm going to be going over why we should allow performance-enhancing drugs in sports. The clip you just saw was from Barry Bonds breaking the MLB home run record. He's pictured there to the top left, and then also pictured is Ben Johnson, an Olympic runner, Lance Armstrong, who I'm sure you all know, and Alex Rodriguez. So almost everyone has some sort of interest in sports, whether it be Olympics or any of the major ones. And then if not, most of these stories do have a lot of media attention. So if you're into drama or any of that, the Lance Armstrong case was highly viewed and on almost all the major networks. The problems with the state that it's in currently is that the MLB Hall of Fame is rejecting applicants that are deserved to be in due to their association with performance-enhancing drugs. And it's just, they just don't know, it's hard to tell who's clean and who's not. And an article on the Huffington Post, they compared it to like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, in that everyone's admitted, even if they've had plastic surgery, which would technically be performance-enhancing, but they still let them in anyways. And then even like caffeine would be seen as a performance-enhancing drug. And then at the bottom is just an image of like a drug deal going down. And it's not going to be exactly like that, but if these players can't get them from medical professionals under their supervision, they're going to buy them their own ways. And this can result in violence or them getting their substance mixed with something that they didn't want. And then this is important because for entertainment, we want to play our best players at all times. And if these players are suspended, the entertainment value suffers. And then also, as far as stats go, in the chart you can see here from Business Insider, 6 of the top leaders, the bars are black, and that means they're associated or have been tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. So then you just wonder if the light blue bars, if they just didn't get caught, or if they were clean their whole careers. And then as far as the extent goes, I just wanted to go in a little bit deeper to the people I showed earlier. And first we have Lance Armstrong, who, as I mentioned, is one of the most famous cases. He was stripped of all of his titles after testing positive, and his reputation was completely ruined. And then to the right we have Ben Johnson, who is an Olympic sprinter. He set the record for the 100-meter dash and then tested positive the next day and was stripped of his title. In an article on Bleacher Report, they go on to say that 6 of the other 8 finalists tested positive. And then you just wonder what happened. Is the other 2 clean, or did they just get away with it? And then at the bottom you have Barry Bonds, who was in the video earlier, and he leads the MLB in home runs, but he still hasn't been admitted to the Hall of Fame. This affects fans, players, and coaches. Players we have here, Antonio Gates, who recently tested positive, and he's a player who had been clean his whole career, and just recently tested positive, and it's just going to ruin his reputation. And then fans, if their favorite player tests positive, they have to make the decision on whether or not they want to keep supporting that player, even though they might catch some backlash for it. And then the coaches, their main job is to win games, so if they can't play their best players, then that puts their job into jeopardy. As far as the solution goes, I don't think we should legalize all of these drugs. I think some of them should be legalized and they should be used under medical supervision. And as far as a plan goes, I think we should take surveys from top medical practitioners and see what their opinions are, survey the leagues, survey players, coaches, and just collect all the information that we can. And then as far as the steps go for implementing that plan, I think the drugs should still be illegal at the high school and college level because these athletes aren't fully developed yet. And then once you get into the other levels is when you can have them under supervision. And then I would say that we should use like a 1 to 2 year trial period, see how it works out and see if they want to keep implementing them. And then they can work on clearing the names of those who have been previously accused. And then the expected results of this plan are: 1, the entertainment value is going to go up for sure. Everyone is going to want to be interested to see bigger, faster, and stronger athletes. Also, the players that may have previously not been on the field are now on the field. And then the players, some of the players who are not like the big name players, they can get fined of upwards to $500,000 according to drugabuse.com. And that could just completely wipe out their career right there. And then in another chart by How Stuff Works, it just shows the various types of performance-enhancing drugs and their effect on performance. And again, not all of these would be legalized, but some of them. And then as far as consequences go, if things remain the same, players are going to continue to have tarnished reputations. We're never going to know what stats are what. And then the potential economic value will never be fulfilled. And in conclusion, at the end of the day, it's up to the Anti-World Doping Association. But with all of the social media that we have, we can use that platform to sign a petition, possibly get that to go viral, and then if that gets in the right people's hands, we can see what will happen. And then I would just like to leave you with these 2 images of